You talk to your dog, you hug them, and you let them sit by you on the couch. But for a dog, human affection is often neurologically incomprehensible. Because they never learn to speak human, our words and hugs often land like a kind voice muffled by a thick closed door. This tutorial outlines a 4-phase daily routine designed to bridge that gap. These steps are built to trigger observable chemical relaxation in your dog's nervous system. To set up for this routine, you need a quiet environment, high-value treats like real chicken or cheese, not standard kibble, and you must completely put away your smartphone. Translating affection into their language requires moving past emotional human gestures. The goal is to create an environment of absolute biological safety. Step 1 addresses how you look and sound. The most common mistake people make is trying to convey love by staring directly and intensely into their dog's eyes. In canine body language, a locked-on stare translates as a physical threat. It forces the dog to decide whether to stand their ground or back away. Instead, when you catch your dog's eye, soften your face, let the tension out of your forehead, and give them a slow, lazy blink. This tells them you are not a threat. Next is your voice. Dogs ignore human vocabulary. They process the pitch and the melody underneath the words you say. That high-pitched, silly voice many owners use when no one is watching is actually a functional tool. That specific frequency mimics evolutionary signals of safety and delight to a dog's ears. By pairing a soft, blinking gaze with a gentle, high-pitched tone, you bypass the dog's defense mechanisms. These cues immediately reframe you as a trusted entity. Step 2 covers physical contact. Most people reach out to pat the top of a dog's head, but a hand descending from above often triggers a dog's spatial defense instincts. This anatomical map shows the consent petting zones: direct touch to the chest, chin, or base of the ears. Use a 3-second test. Pet a green zone, then stop. Watch the decision tree. Leaning in means more. Pulling away means the session is over. You must also look for the silent no. For example, yawning when they aren't tired, licking lips without food nearby, or a slight physical freeze. When you spot these micro-expressions and immediately pull back, you prove you are listening. Honoring that boundary prevents the interaction from becoming stressful and keeps the dog's trust intact. Step 3 requires you to stop viewing the daily walk as a way to tire out the dog's legs. The walk is an engagement for their olfactory system, which is thousands of times sharper than our own. Tugging on the leash to keep moving interrupts the dog while they are processing complex scent information. This rushing creates a state of frustration rather than the mental stimulation they need. Allow them to sniff at their own pace. When you return home, wait for the dog's racing heart rate to drop and for them to settle quietly before you offer any rewards. This loop shows the reward cycle. By delivering high-value chicken or cheese only when the dog reaches a state of calm settlement, you rewire their reward center to favor tranquility over hyperarousal. Letting a dog experience the world through their dominant sense acknowledges their specific biological needs over your own convenience. Step 4 focuses on shared downtime. Dogs have a psychological need to simply exist near their owners during boring, quiet moments. This drive traces back to ancestral pack survival instincts, where sharing a quiet space meant safety from predators. Set a 10-minute undivided hangout. The rules are absolute. Physical proximity with 0 digital distractions. No phone, no television, and no multitasking. A dog's sensory perception is acute enough to detect the difference between a human who is cognitively present and one who is merely physically parked next to them while distracted. Integrating your dog into the mundane fabric of your daily chores reinforces their status as a permanent member of the pack. Executing these 4 phases consistently yields concrete results. You will see the dog's body go loose, hear a full body sigh, and notice them choosing to rest at your feet more often. These signs indicate that you have established a reliable pattern. You are becoming what animal psychologists call a safe base, the fixed point they rely on to feel secure in their environment. As this chart shows, dogs do not measure your love through expensive toys or rare trips to the beach. They measure it through the reliable, predictable repetition of these small safety cues. Implement this 4-phase routine tonight. Observe how your dog's body language shifts when you offer them the 10-minute hangout and the high-value walk. Affection, in their language, is the result of showing up gently and predictably as the unshakable center of their world.